It was combined Cleveland Fire, Cleveland EMS. I think there was 130 students.
Wow.
And she's pretty much about retirement, and she's trying to see this through. And, I've known her forever. She's been there before I have, and, I've been there forever. So we're talking in the cafeteria. She's like, man, I just need help. I'm like, I got nothing to do.
I got light duty. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So for 3 days a week, I became the lab coordinator for that EMT class.
Wow.
And I loved it. I'm like, this is fun. I'm getting new people who want to do this.
You're sharing
it's
your
something
knowledge.
I could do.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And
There's
she
a lot of fulfillment. Yeah.
Yes. And I realized that after doing it, I kind of get more fulfillment doing this sometimes.
Yeah, like we get fulfillment in the field, but not everyone's fulfillment. Like we call people dead sometimes. That's not very fulfilling, So when it comes to when you look back now and you look back at that time frame, did you do anything at the time for your mental health? Or do you look back at that time and say, oh, I was definitely in some crisis there. I probably should have reached out to somebody, or I probably should have done stuff a little bit more because one of the things I want to make sure that we touch base on is if anybody's listening to this and they're in that situation or they become in that situation, I'd love to have done some research. I'm sorry I didn't, but I'm sure we could do it, and I could probably put it up as a post or in the stats underneath. Like what percentage of people in the first responder world actually have a line of duty injury during their career? It's probably like 100%. I mean, I think everybody that I know has had some form of on the job injury, or even injury where they've had to be off work for long periods of time off the job. But that's just my world. I'm sure that those numbers are high. So with that being said, what would you do differently for your mental health, or first of all, let's rewind just a smidge. Talk about what you feel that your mental health was like during that time. And then if you realize that you were in a funk or any type of depression, do you realize that now? Did you realize it then? And then if you did realize it then, what did you do to help that for yourself?
That's a great question. And I think I would probably say, if I could recommend anything, try to get your mental health in check before something happens.
Okay.
And that's where I was at.
Stop. I wanted him to repeat that again, because that is actually part of the normalization discussion that I have with people all the time about first responders' mental health. Say it one more time, Rob.
Absolutely. I would recommend you get your mental health in check before something bad happens. And I did. And about 2 years prior to that, I had done some work, and kind of it's what we had talked about on before. I kind of leaned into a little bit of the Stoics, the philosophy.